I have a simple question for you. Where am I? Yes, I'm in the sanctuary, but what do we call this building? Some of us may call it the synagogue, and you're right. Some of us may call it the temple, and we're right. Some of us may even call it the shul, and we're also right. So what's the difference between the terms synagogue, temple, and shul? Synagogue is from the Greek, meaning place of assembly, and it's probably the most common way that Jews refer to our houses of worship, especially starting after the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem in the year 70. The word shul is actually a Yiddish word that means school, because synagogue is also known as a Beit Midrash, a place of study. So in Central and Eastern Europe, Jews started to apply the term shul, school, to their synagogues, which were, of course, also places of learning. It is a Reform innovation to call a synagogue or a shul a temple. That's because after the temple in Jerusalem was destroyed in the year 70, we Jews eventually dispersed throughout the world. And wherever we were, we prayed that when the Messiah comes, that the Messiah would rebuild the temple, build a third temple in Jerusalem, where we would offer sacrifices once again. That idea struck modern Reform Jews in the 19th century in Germany and in Europe as not so consistent with reason and rationality. So they dropped the idea of using the term synagogue and chose instead the word temple, as if to say, we're not waiting for the temple in Jerusalem to be rebuilt by the Messiah. Wherever we are is our Jerusalem, so to speak. Wherever we worship in Germany, France, wherever, that's our temple. And that seemed to be an idea much more in line with the idea of showing loyalty to the countries in which they live, and not wanting to be accused, perhaps, of being more loyal to the Jewish people than to, say, Germany or France. They said, here is our temple. And so actually the first temple in modern times opened in 1818 in Hamburg. It was called, cleverly enough, the Hamburg Temple. Whether we use the term temple, shul, or synagogue, that matters less than what we do here. And here at Temple Shalom, we have always viewed and used this sacred space and this building in our community as a place for Jewish spirituality, Jewish literacy, and Jewish community. And I thank you for all that you do to make it possible for us